Hello again, loves. Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Baby Got Scraps Day 19. My personal prompt for today is stamping. It is also Mixed Media Mayhem, where we get together every Friday and we play with a recipe of mixed media and other, excuse me, odds and ends. So, the recipe for today is stamps, torn paper, and wet media. So I'm going to do this stamp here. It's like little coffee stains and splatters. And I'm going to use these wet media. That's what I consider to be wet media because it's ink and it's wet, right? I've got Distress ink in the 5 colors of Forest Moss, Sponge Sugar, Bundled Sage, Stormy Sky, and Fossilized Amber. They looked to be what was going to best match. I don't have a coral color in the Distress because the coral color is more of a bright color, so I didn't want to go that way because we are using the Scrap Room Double Shot Kit from November. It is the Echo Park Good to Be Home collection. Just move that to the side. And we are going to finish off this collection with this layout because we're going to do this photo right here of my dog Maggie. This is walking up my back porch. We are actually getting ready to remodel. I have to paint the rest of the grout and we're going to redo the flooring and everything. But anyway, this is old Mago's and I have no idea why, but that's what she was doing. So we're going to cut her down and we are going to use our scraps. I've got this one, white background. We've got a blue. We've got the puppy dog. So we've got we got Pink Fresh. We've got Pink not Pink Fresh, Pink Paisley, Paige Evans, Brutus Monroe, Stampin' Up, Brutus Monroe, and Stampin' Up. So we're going to do something with those because that is my product focus. We've got the old Mago's picture. This is the embellishments that I got with this sampling, and it was the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So we're going to try to use as much of this up as possible. I do have 2 scraps, you guys, so those might come into play too. And then I have one 12 by 12 sheet. It is beautiful on the back, but we're going to use it today for this side. So I am planning on putting my photo here. I would like to maybe make some kind of shaker pocket here, but we're going to stamp all in here, and we're going to use some water techniques and make it run a little bit. I think that'll be really cool. I might actually tuck Maggie, and I might take my X-Acto knife and just cut around so that I can tuck her in. Might do that. Anyway, we're going to do some stamping and such on the layouts, but I've got to get everything else completely like this matted. I've got to figure out where the torn pieces are going to come in, which might just end up being a shelf that I'll tuck in there as well. The stripe really messes with me. We're probably going to use those 2 and I'll tear them. We're going to go ahead and mat the photo as many times as we possibly can with those. And yeah, so let me go ahead and start doing that. And I'll be right back to put some embellishments and do the stamping. All right, so what I want to do is I've got this on here. I've just did an X-Acto knife, cut that out. I've matted my photo with all of those 6x6 paper pads. I took those 2 scraps I had from this and I did my torn bits and just layered a little shelf there. So now we are going to take our stamps, and I'm not going to do it for all of them. But just to show you, take our first one, and we are just going to get that stuck down. Fill in a few areas with the different bits and bobs here. What I do, I'm going to take just, bless me. All right, get a little cup of water here. It's not going to take much. You're just going to oh man, was there something? There was a color on this brush already. It's all right. And kind of let it run, let it bleed together. It's not going to be a big run because there is not a lot of ink on there. We're just going to outline it. It will also fill in, kind of look a little cool, a little watercolor washed. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill this whole area right here, quite possibly down here as well. If you can hear my dogs, I apologize. They are going crazy. They're crazies. I'm just going to come in until I have, there's not a lot of stamping space on here. But again, I'm just going to bleed it out. All it's going to do is when it dries, it'll have just a hint of some webbing on it, not a lot. So I'm going to fill that up and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, so I do have a new microphone. I just hooked it up. So halfway through the video, we've changed microphones. Totally fine. Let me know if it sounds better. I did have a complaint or two. Not really a complaint, just that it sounded off. And what are you going to do? So we do have everything dry. It is crinkled. So let's see if we can kind of flatten it out. Maybe not. And all we're going to do is kind of decorate in here with what we can. So these are all like little individual houses, which I think is so sweet. So we have, when we have each other, we have everything. Home sweet home. Home is the comfiest place to be. I feel like that needs to go on there somewhere because Mego's is a weirdo. Maybe we just kind of build that up here. Get that on. Let's see. What do we have? So I've got this little basket and this little basket. And I think we can, let's see if we can get them somewhat stuck down in here, kind of at different levels. Okay. And I like the little home sweet home. But what if we pop that up on some foam? So we can use the rest of that up, which would be fabulous. I do hope that that microphone is sounding better. I did a voice check, but you know, sometimes I think it's okay and then you guys do not. So just trying to give a little bit better quality. I would like, my goal is to try to get to 2,500 by the end of the year. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's get that one stuck right there. But more importantly, I want to use up as much stuff as possible. All right. My glasses are in the way. We're just gonna move them. Let's see. stuck down, and let's come in with some more foam. Just trying to find bits and bobs of this because this is the last piece of that November scrap room, one of the double shot kits. I will have more stickers. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get all these stickers on here, and that would be just kind of wasteful, I think, to try at this point. So I'm just looking for the little bitty things in here that I can kind of pop around. I know that's a cup and such, but cute. I'm going for like all the little kitchen items at this point. Let's see. How attached is the sticker? Not very. Let's get that on there. Let's come in and tuck, just kind of beef that cluster up as much as possible. Fun thing is I do have layouts of Robbie cooking, but I have a whole like cooking words are hard. They're hard. So put the little tubby home. I think that's super cute. Oh, the little whisk is adorbs. Let's see if we just get that put on there with that one. We got this little pot here. We can just kind of, oh, I don't really want to hide the fact that she is like straight being a weirdo pants. I love the dog, but she's mighty weird. And let's see, we can tuck pie in there. Yeah, pie. Sorry. That. Get a little pie stuck in there. What else do we need? Well, we need a lot. Let's go for this little guy, right? Let's just get him kind of popped in there as well. Just trying to gather like all the kitchen things. So let's stick one of those little cute hearts there. Let's come in with a yellow one up here. Just kind of tuck it in. Then we'll get one over here. What color? Let's do a bigger one and get a nice big pop in there. So we'll add just some more foam as well. So how is 2024 scrapping going for you guys? Like I said, I have been really good at getting ahead. That's the goal. I did get on a new design team, and I do have some guest design spots coming up, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. So just trying to beef the channel back up from the hiatus that I took a year ago. And then in the summer, so you know, things happen. Alright, so I don't feel like there's gonna be any more like pieces. I mean, I could probably just keep adding things all over the place. I could get these little apples added in because, well, we've got apple pie added in. So let's take that one and stick it there and bring this one over there. And then we can kind of tuck that guy in there. All right. What's really left is all very usable items. I feel like we need to do at home as our title. And we need to pop this up as well. Whoa. And we're going to use our uber super dimensional foams. You guys, I don't think this is the last sheet that I have, but I rearranged some stuff and now I can't find things. Shocker. So I'm going to get this prominently popped up. Let's see. Hopefully we can get this little square. Oh yeah. And I think another one will actually fit right there as well. on the O, on the underside of the O. Alright, and we are going succotash. So, we had the very first snow, like, I mean, it snowed last week, I believe, but it was like nothing. It was a wet packing snow, but it had been in the 40s, so it melted as soon as it hit the ground. It just, you know, made things a little cold for a while. But overnight, we got, I think there's more than 2 inches out there. Like, everything is covered. The kids are out there, kind of fun. Like, all the kids in the neighborhood are out building, like, snowmans. We have not had this type of snow in quite some time. So, like, it is a wet, deep packing snow, and all the snowmans are popping up. So I keep walking around the house going, do you want to build a snowman? And then everybody tells me to shut up. I can't sing. I know it. I don't need you to tell me. Thank you, though. So that's going to be my title. Now I need to scatter in some other bits and bobs. Trying to figure out if maybe we want to come in over here and pop in a floral, right? Like, maybe we can just doot a little bit on the doot, a little doot. I think we needed that, and maybe a floral up here because, well, we've got enough. Like, you know, just kind of start pilling things up because that's what we do. That's what I do anyway. Do you guys do that? I am a top-down, I'm a bottom-up scrapper. Top-down scrapper. So, yeah. So I go from the bottom up, but I get everything adhered, and then I have to pull it up and do all the fun stuff. So we've got a little floral cluster there and there. We could actually bring this guy in. We just have to pop this one up right here. So we could actually bring that in, and let's maybe drop him down. Okay. I could just sit here and probably figure out a way to justify getting all of this on here, but I am not. I am going to actually save it. I don't think there's any more hearts. But we're going to put the heart right. I think we'll put the heart right here. Because, you know, it's Maggles. It's me, Maggie. Alright. So we do have 2 wreaths left. I think I have enough that it would be okay. I don't have any more paper. But, dudes, we have a plethora of this stuff. So I'm going to go through all my little bins, try to find some stuff to stick in, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I've got all kinds of little bits and bobs on here. I've taken these little flower bits and sprinkled them around. I've taken these larger flower bits and popped 3 of them in for my fun little visual triangle. And then these cute little glass dragonflies, I've sprinkled them in. And then I'm going to take these blue half pearls, and we're going to finish this layout up. So we're just going to get these nice and tucked around. Oh, I hate the way I say around sometimes, you guys. I apologize. It must suck for you. Sorry. I can just see people being like, yeah, you say that's so horrible. Sometimes people are mean. I'm just saying. Just so you know. Sometimes you guys are a little mean. Alright, we're going to keep getting these popped on. So don't forget to check everyone else out that is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. And of course with all the, oh, hello. All the lovelies that are playing along with Baby Got Scraps this month. I think this is such a fun series hosted by Kristin, and everyone plays along. Everyone has their own little take. I almost dumped this whole thing out. Everyone has their own little take on everything, and I think it's just so cool to see how people are just really trying to use their scraps up, not craps. My bad. You've got some people that are making kits. You've had people that are making embellishments. You have people such as me that are just using up smaller paper pads because we don't save scraps. And I have been so pleased to have some of you reach out and be like, we're not alone. You don't do it either. And I'm like super excited when you guys tell me those things, because I always feel like people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe you threw your scraps away. I mean, I hold on to them as long as I can, as long as I have a collection, right? So like this collection from the scrap room, it's done. If I had like another 12 by 12 and then some scraps, I would have saved the scraps. I would have kept it together. I would have used it on another layout. But if I just had a scrap left that was of no, I would have probably just gotten rid of it. To be honest with you guys, because I just don't have room, and I have a very small craft room. We are planning on moving in 2025. So I know that it's like just 2024, but we are working on paying off all of the debt so that we can, I want to move closer to where I work. I would like to not have a 45-minute one-way drive. So that is our goal, and I am planning the move around my scrap room. So we're going to look at houses that have nice new scrap rooms just begging to be made. So, but right now I just don't have the room. So that being said, today was stamping for my personal prompt, and we did that with the fun little coffee stains. It is Baby Got Scraps, and I used a whole bunch of the small paper pad to go ahead and mat that little guy up right there, the photo. And then it is mixed media mayhem, and the recipe today was stamps, torn paper, and wet media. And I had the stamps. I tore the paper down here to make those little lines of scraps that I used from this collection. Thank you very much. And then the wet media was when I just kind of got those all wet, and as you can see, they did kind of just like fade out and just kind of look really, really fun and cool. So it just looks like kind of like I left it out and it got wet. Maybe it got snowed on. Who knows? So anyway, that's going to do it. So check everybody else out that's playing along, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.